Hiya, I'm Sonia Roseman. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And I talk about all things from my life story to things vintage. So today I wanted to tell you why I dress like this, vintage and old-fashioned, and I kind of like the look from the 40s through to the late 1960s. I'm not really such a 70s girl. But yeah, so I've only got one glove on because when I press record on there, it doesn't actually work. So, so I can put it on now actually. So let's do that then. So I just love gloves. I think that they really set the outfit. I know it's not the thing today to wear gloves or one of these, you know. It's a shame. It's a shame because I think the old fashioned really goes for something, and it is just incredibly feminine, you know. So that's why I like Jane Mansfield, Marilyn, Diana Dawes, Brigitte Bardot, Rita Hayworth, and so many more. Well, yeah. So my reasons for dressing this way. Firstly, I think that it suits my figure. And if you tend to put a belt on around the middle, it brings you in and it brings you out as well, so it gives you that hourglass look. And I just really love the old-fashioned girdles and the old-fashioned bras. Hang on, have I got one round here? Look at this. Look at this old bra. Goodness, look at that. Like, oh, gosh, look at this. Look at this. Woo! You know, can you imagine what it took to get this thing on? And look, and it's shaped like a torpedo. It really is. Look. Ooh. But there's just something I think that is so elegant about all those dear old fashions, you know, from the lingerie to the stockings. You know, the stockings in the 1940s with the line down the back. I think that's great. Those with a pair of comfortable high heels, you know, and a pretty dress, you know. I think that just really makes the lady. Now I know that these days it's the way I dress is totally from a long time ago. The modern look these days is completely different, but you know, I personally don't think that that modern look suits me, to be honest. I don't think it suits me at all. And I know that thick eyebrows looks good on lots and lots of other girls, but it doesn't suit me. It really doesn't. I look like Liam Gallagher or something like that, which is quite funny. No, it doesn't work for me. But yeah, so getting down to my reasons for this. When I was 19, I was diagnosed with a disease called ulcerative colitis. Yeah, that is a bowel disease, and I kept getting very ill and having to rush the toilet everywhere. So for instance, say if I was shopping in town with my mum or my sister, I would get this terrible pain in my tummy, and oh Jesus, you know, I've got to go, and I could not stop and I could not hold it, and I would literally have to run to the front of the queues in the toilet if there was one and say to whoever was in there that I wasn't being rude, that I really need to go because otherwise I'm going to have a problem here, you know. So from that I was diagnosed with the ulcerative pancolitis. Pan means the whole of the colon. It means all of it, all the way around. I have ulcers in my colon. And in the beginning they said that the ulcers were only partly around here and then they spread. And so I have been under the treatment of Dr. George Bird at Maidstone Hospital since I was 19 now. So that is a long time to be taking medication every single day, painkillers. People will see that when I'm out that I take a hell of a lot of tablets but that is because I don't want to go home, you know, and I have to be careful about when I eat, what I eat. I have to know where a toilet is when I'm somewhere. I have a disabled key, and I have had people shout at me for coming out of the disabled toilet saying, "What's wrong with you?" You know, and it goes back to that thing that not all disabilities can be seen. Now, I've had this for a long, long time. It is very, very painful, and I can lose a hell of a lot of weight, and become very faint, that kind of thing. So I have to be very, very careful, and I have to be in hospital and have lots of tests for bowel cancer. And as I say, this is since I was 19 years old. So it's not been easy. It's been very painful, having constant diarrhea, blood, and it isn't the nicest smell. It is the most unladylike disease that there can possibly be. And I really, really try to be quite ladylike because of this, because it makes me feel dirty, and now it's made me a bit OCD about being hygienic. So I'm always washing. I've always got wipes on me. I'm always washing in the toilet after, because I go to the toilet such a lot. And there's no cure for this. It's very similar to Crohn's. So they don't know how I caught it. They think maybe that it was hereditary. And also my little brother, he was 19 when he started to get pains in his stomach. Exactly the same right here, right across here, and it just moves round, and it just hurts so much, the pain. And he had a colonoscopy, and he had bowel cancer. And so they removed his stomach. He had a bag outside for 6 months, and then they put it inside. And he said to me it was the worst thing that he ever went through. And the doctor, do you know, talking about this is making me shake. Can you see that? Because I never really talk about it. I'm sure people don't know why I just sit there taking pills like that. But what can you do? You would do anything if you was in pain, and to stop the sort of pain that I have every single day of my life. Sometimes it goes into remission for a few weeks or maybe up to a few months. Then I can eat a little bit better. But as a rule, I just eat when I am absolutely starving. And that is the way that my life has been for years and years. So even if I've been making a film, I won't eat all day. I will have water or something very light, something without bubbles in case it starts my stomach off and I can't finish the scene. When I was on a film set, that is. So yeah, it hasn't been the easiest time, but I suppose from that, I thought I want to be really classic, hopefully elegant, hopefully, and dress nicely and dress old-fashioned and wear all the flowery dresses and, those wonderful round circle skirts, and I just love all the old-fashioned. I love it. And that is why I dress this way, because of that in the background of feeling dirty and stuff like that. I guess it's a strange way of treating it, but that's the way that I treat it. So yeah, so that's that. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, and I believe that psoriasis is, and I was covered in that a couple of years ago. I mean, absolutely covered from head to toe. My hair fell out, and that was all very, very bad. That is also to do with your immune system as well as the colitis. So there's something in me that obviously doesn't work. And I do wonder sometimes if it was an injection that I was given when I was very small that wasn't tested, because I've seen lots of things online. I don't actually know that to be true. It's just been a question in my mind. It's been a question in my mind, and literally I deal with it, and you carry on as much as you can. And the thing is, if anyone has got pains in their stomach and you're running to the toilet a lot and you've got blood, pain, cramps, please, please go to the doctor, please, you know, and they can sort you out. And hopefully if you get to see Dr. Bird at Maidstone Hospital, he is the best. He's such a wonderful, wonderful doctor, and I would even go as far as to say that he is my friend after all these years. Not somebody that I see out, but I definitely I put that specialist right up there. And I will be seeing him again soon for one of these horrible colonoscopies that I just literally cannot stand, because it really, really hurts me a lot. Even when they give me the I think it's pethidine, and they give you all sorts of drugs, like the equivalent of a bottle of gin or something. So I quite like that. It makes you go, ooh, you know. But I personally don't like it. But you have to have it done, just in case it goes to be the worst thing that maybe it might be one day. So fingers crossed anyway. So anyway, this is the reason I like to dress like this. Okay, thanks for watching. Please can you subscribe, give me a comment, your views on this, you know. It's just all about being feminine to me, and that's what I like to be. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.